Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Today, this is our presentation of DPA20043 Computerised Accounting System as our lecturer Madam Aniza Suryati binti Abdul Syukur, and this is presented by me, Nur Fatimah binti Khalid 15 DAT 20F 2023, and next Nurul Anis Farhana binti Ahmad Khairi 15 DAT 20F 2009, and Izul Azwa binti Muhammad Azmi 15 DAT 20F 2021, and lastly Muhammad Ayman bin Azmi 15 DAT 20F 2035. We have 4 tasks. First task, the implication of electronic common system for the accounting profession. Second, definition of operating system and test of control and access and backup control. And third, this application control. This is 3, input control, process control and output control. And task 4, this is electronic data interchange EDI controls. This is transaction authorization and validation, access control and audit trail. Let's start for the explanation. Alright, task 1. This is the implication of electronic common system for the accounting profession. This has 3 implications. First, automation and AI are taking over more traditional accounting duties. And second, accountants need to diversify their skill. And third, cybersecurity is becoming a bigger priority. So, focus to next slide to more detail about 3 implications. First implication, this is automation AI are taking over more traditional accounting duties. This accounting information is becoming more and more capable of handling complex accounting duties. Jadi, dalam AI, segala accounting information akan menjadi lebih kompleks untuk kita handle berbanding traditional accounting duties. And then, collecting transaction and complying them into financial statement and tax return. Dalam e-commerce system, sebagai accountant akan lebih mudah untuk collect and comply dalam financial statement, and then help you to your more efficiently. And then this can save you time to so you can focus instead on non-repetitive and strategic tasks. Jadi sebagai accountant profession, you can more focus that's strategic. For example, financial planning, analysis, and financial risk management. Second implication is accountant need to diversify their skill. Di dalam e-commerce system, sebagai accountant, kita layak untuk mempelajari banyak skill dalam e-commerce system. Alright, that's technology is reducing the need for traditional rule-based accounting, financial analysis and strategy. Jadi, dalam teknologi akan mengurangkan keperluan tradisional dalam accounting dan meningkatkan skill dan permintaan dalam financial analysis dan strategi. Jadi, providing more strategic advice to their client by simply conducting a survey of all their customer are struggling and what their business goal. Jadi, sebagai kita analysis their financial, that's more client to want your advice to their business, and then digging into the numbers to finding insight on how they can get there, supaya dapat memberi nasihat kepada setiap pelanggan dengan target bisnes mereka tersendiri, agar oleh itu e-commerce dapat meningkatkan skill kita sebagai accountant professional. Lastly, the cyber security is becoming a bigger priority. This is because accounting information is an especially hot target for hacker because this can be high value. Dalam accounting information mesti ada cyber security supaya hacker tidak akan menceroboh setiap maklumat yang ada dalam accounting information. This is why must have cybersecurity. That's to protect your data, to make sure it goes well beyond the walls of your own company data. Akan menjaga setiap data dalam company, termasuk data-data, is include the data for all contact in your system, including client, employees, and service provider. So, have a cybersecurity in e-commerce system can protect their accounting information and get trust for public.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Aiman, so I will continue. Part 1, Operating System. An operating system is a collection of software that manage computer hardware resource and privilege common service for computer programs. It is a program that controls the execution of application program and act as an interface between the user of a computer and the computer hardware. The operating system is concerned with the allocation of resources and services, such as memory processes, device, and information. Example of popular operating system include Windows, Harmony, OS, Android, and iOS. Next, tests of control. So tests of control are the process of examining the effectiveness of the internal control of a client that are done by auditors. Auditors use tests of control for different reasons, which may include reducing the audit risk and audit procedure performed by auditors. Auditors use various procedures to perform tests of control of a client, which include inquiries about internal control, inspection of documents, observation of control, and re-performance of control procedures. Begin with Part 3, Access. Access is a privilege of assigned permission to use computer data or resources in some manner. For example, a user may be allowed read access to file but will not be allowed to edit or delete it. Access is important in maintaining security in computer system. It restricts the use of distribution of information setting and the general use of a system. Last but not least, backup control. Data backup is the practice of copying data from a primary to a secondary location to protect it in case of disaster, accident, or malicious actions. Backup control is critical in preventing data loss and ensuring business continuity. Organizations use various backup techniques such as full, differential, and incremental backup to ensure that data is available in case of any disruption.
What is input control? Input control is to check data for accuracy and completeness when enter the system. Input control is important to form designed to avoid error. Number 2, to need cancellation and storage of source document to avoid fraud. Number 3, every document should be scanned before enter system. Okay, next. Number 4, input control need additional batch processing control for efficiency. Number 5, additional online data control need to ensure all data enter. What is a processing control? Processing control is establish data are complete and accurate during updating. Processing control item must be matched with data. Second, processing control file label need to check to ensure current file. Third, it need to batch total has been recompute for each transaction. Next, processing control need to causing footing and zero balancing test. Also, the last one, processing control need to concurrent update tool. Okay, the last one, output control. Output control need to ensure all results are complete and accurate. Okay, for what purpose is output control? Output control user need to review output. Second, output control authorization need to be reconciled to control report. Output control also need to do external data reconciliation. And the last one, output control need to do data transmission control.
Okay, right now I want to talk about the electronic data interchange, EDI, which is the use of the computerized communication and a standard coding scheme to submit business document electronically in a format that can be automatically processed by the recipient's information system. It can reduce costs by eliminating the clerical work and reduce the time between recognizing the needs to reorder an item and subsequently receiving it also reduced. Some value-added network funds have the capability of validating password and user ID codes for the vendor by matching this against a valid customer file. Before being converted, the translation software can validate the trading partner ID and the password against the validation file in the firm database. before processing. The trading partner application software refers the valid customer and the vendor files to validate the transaction. Access control. EDI trading partners must permit a degree of access to private data files that would be forbidden in the traditional environment. To guard against the unauthorized access, each company must establish the valid vendor and the customer files. Audit objective relating to EDI. All EDI transactions are authorized, validated, and in compliance with the trading partner agreement. No unauthorized organization gain access to database record. An authorized trading partner have access only to approved data. Adequate controls are in place to ensure a complete audit trail of all EDI transactions. There are 3 audit procedures relating to EDI. The first one is test of authorization and validation control. The auditor should establish that the trading partner identification code are verified before transactions are processed by. The first one is review agreement with the fund facility to validate the transaction and ensure that the information regarding the valid trading partners is complete and correct. The second one is examine the organization valid trading partner file for accuracy and completeness. The second one is test of access control. The auditor should determine the access to the valid vendor or the customer file is limited to authorized employee only by verifying the password and authority table to control access to the file. The auditor should reconcile the term of the trading agreement against the trading partner access privilege stated in the database authority table. The last one is test of audit trail control. The auditor should verify the EDI system produces a transaction log that tracks transactions through all stages of processing. By selecting a sample of transactions and tracing this through the process, the auditor can verify the key data value were recorded correctly at each point. Thank you.